Hello everyone, last minute commission for Christmas. So this will be posted after Christmas as it is a gift. So the family that commissioned this wanted this for a 4-person family that has a dog. And it's this cute little puzzle. And they're huge Vikings fans, so they wanted the colors of the Vikings. But, so this is the back of it, of the one that I had done. I'm gonna flip it. And as you can see, the kids turned out mostly yellow. And I still have to sand off this part of the heart. I got excited and didn't make a video for the first one. So you're wondering, why are you here? And then the little puppy. So this would be the dad, the mom, and the 2 little girls, right? But I figured, since the color didn't really go through all the way on these little ones, I wanted to do it again and see if I can get a better mix. So, we're here today to reveal number 2. Ooh. Now this is a mold. I just bought this off Amazon, so I can tell you're super excited. I also have another dice mold that I did not complete, so we won't be actually unveiling that today. All right, moment of truth, the dad. Okay, so this time I actually added some gold in with that purple. That looks kind of nice. And I will unveil the mom. Now with the mom, instead of gold, with that yellow, I added some silver to give it a little contrast. Hopefully it doesn't look horrible. Otherwise, we'll be using the mom from the first attempt. Okay. It's kind of fun. Now we're gonna open up the little kids. Hopefully it's a better mix this time instead of just being solid yellow. Oh, I like that. Nice. Nice. Oh, cute. Yeah, I definitely like, I'm glad I did this one again. And I do need to sand the heart. Now the heart, the method I used for the heart, is I actually did like a coating of the chameleon mica on the outside. And this color here is actually a color changing here. It's a color changing with a little dab of gold and silver inside. So that color is actually going to turn into a bright red if it gets warm. Now I did add a little color changing here and there to different pieces. I will have to sand this off and get that to be a little cleaner. But so that otherwise it doesn't fit in nicely. It only fits in nicely from the back. Cute. Now we'll take the puppy out. Okay. Now I'm kind of torn of which of the 2 puppies I like better. This one or this one. This one seems to fit together better. But what do you guys think? There we go. What do you guys think? Also, the dice I will be unveiling later is, remember I told you about that red mica that I had opened incorrectly and it literally had sprayed almost everywhere. So I guess I shouldn't say literally. Sorry about that. So this is my attempt to kind of use the last of that chaotic mica. Now I purposely, because I did not have enough resin to actually complete these, so I purposely left just enough space so that the numbers will still inset when I go back to do this one later. Now I wanted to use the resin I did have, but I didn't want to complete the dice, so I'll have to go in with some duct tape and clean up these areas here. because otherwise this can actually ruin your mold if you try to finish off a set of dice, because it won't seal properly because it's got a bump there otherwise. And if you just go willy-nilly and don't clean that off first, this could tear and then you'll never get a nice clean line again with your dice. So when I do come back to resin, after a short break, this will be one of the first ones I finish. Ooh, so that mica powder is lining the outside of this, but I didn't use a black on the inside, so I'm curious to see what we're going to get, how transparent it will be, and if you'll be able to see any of the little insides I put in there. When I do come back to dice, I will be going back into experiment phase because I have finished all my commissions. And we're going to see what we can make and how much fun we can have. So if you have something you're like, I want to see you do this, make a comment below and maybe I will make the dice you recommend and we'll see what happens. Failure or victory? Who knows? Thanks, guys.